So the reason I've got this packed up here is because it's basically in the wrong position, right? It's at center. And what we need is this geometry, which is pretty much ready to simulate. We just need to add a few more properties to it. We need it at the location of frame 77, which is where I said I want the beginning of the simulation to start. Okay, so we'll switch from the animation to the render to the simulation geometry, and we don't have that animation here because we've time shifted it to keep it in the center. Okay, so to bring that back, I'm just going to use that original geometry to basically point deform this into the correct position. So if I go back and find, if we go to, it will be body fracture, out body with animation. Okay, the whole thing. Grab that, which is just the body, but the wheels should follow along fine. And what I'll do, I need the velocity of this. Okay, so if we drop a trail, compute velocity, then we'll get some velocity. Let me see if we just find a part. Where is it? Spacebar and F, and I'll find it, and then turn this on. We'll see the velocity we've got there. If I turn that off, we have no velocity. I need that to direct the actual piece. Once we begin simulating, I want it to follow in the direction of the velocity, right? So that's fine. And then I need to point deform this. Point deform. So I want to point deform my fracture geometry using this. Okay, but specifically just at one frame. So not a time blend, time shift. We'll have to do this. Oh, I keep grabbing the wrong one. We need. We'll have to do this a few times because we're doing all our fracturing and preparation in the center on. But we want the beginning frame of our simulation to be in a different place. So we'll have to do this, you know, a few for the glass and everything as well. And then I'm going to set this to frame 77, and the rest frame is typically going to be frame 1. Okay, and then let's just visualize that. Okay, and then go and find it. And now we've got the car at the correct position. If you look back here, we should be in the same place, but it doesn't seem to be. Let's see why. Oh, sorry, yeah. So if I come to frame 77, my bad, because I'm not on the correct frame, and then this should be in the same place. There we go. So if we just take a look through this camera here, you can see we've got this, and they're in the same position. Okay, and then I'll just drop a ABD unpack below. I'll do that over to the side here. Okay, and then to the actual, I'm just going to drop this ABD configure here momentarily. So the proxy pieces here is what will actually be simulated on, and I want that velocity that we generated here, but we don't have it now. Okay, if I put a null there, well, into this side, you can see we got no velocity attributes there. Okay, so we got to just attribute transfer that across like this, and just tidy this up. It's all messed up. So I'm going to grab this from here and just try and tidy it up as best as I can. I know that we do have crossed wires and everything, but you know, do what we can. And then yeah, as I said, we're transferring over the velocity. Okay, and I think the conditions we don't need to change, should be fine. And then hopefully we should see the velocity on there. So that will follow along in the direction of the animation. Okay.